All right. So welcome everybody. It's wonderful to see a number of you here. I know that this is actually quite a busy time of the year, being the week of Christmas. So the fact that you're here tells me that you are all people that really are passionate about learning to be healthy and have your wellness and weight management goals. So for that, I want to applaud and say that I really appreciate you because you could be doing so many other things, shopping, preparing for Christmas, whatever it is, but you're here. So thank you for being here. And we do have quite a number of friends that have registered for tonight, and perhaps they will be gradually coming in as well. So let me just uh, share my screen so that you can see my PowerPoint. Okay, so if Tony, you can tell me whether you can see? Anyone? Yep. Can you all see my screen? Yep, good, thank you. All right, so tonight the topic is on your guide to a healthy weight. So basically, I'm sure that all of us would like to be healthy and reach your wellness and weight management goals as well. So this is actually a really great system that we call TLS, which stands for Transitions Lifestyle System Weight Management Solution. So a lot of people, when they think about TLS, the first thing that they think about is weight loss. In fact, that is not the case. TLS is not just about weight loss, and it's not also just about weight gain, even though I've also helped people gain weight. The important thing about TLS is the middle word lifestyle, because we are actually, using a lifestyle system to transition you from, a state where perhaps, you have fat storage to um, uh, a really lean, fat burning, situation, and also optimal health. And that is the most important part of the concept of lifestyle. So, it's not a diet, it's not a quick fix, but it's something that, as we develop uh, into our lifestyle, can actually truly help us to become optimally healthy. All right, so by way of introduction, for those of you who might not know me, Kitty Chang's my name. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology with the University of Melbourne, and I did a course in Table Bible Theological College with intercultural community and mission studies. And I also have a diploma of coaching specializing in health and nutrition with the Shaw Academy. And so I'm an internet franchise owner or unfranchised owner, and a TLS certified health coach and trainer. And I'm a published author. The book that I've written is called Juggling Health and Wealth, which was a dream come true. Since a very young girl, I really wanted to, write a book, especially my dad really passed away when I was very young, in my teenage years. And he was a very wealthy and successful businessman, yet he was not healthy. He really worked so hard, like 80 to 100 hours a week, to a point that, he basically didn't have time for my mom and myself and my brothers. So because of that, to me, I always took the opportunity to really learn anything and everything about health since a very young girl. And so when I wrote about juggling health and wealth, is about the concept that, we can be really healthy, but then if we are not having the concept of holistic health, which is something that I'm very passionate about, even though with TLS it's mainly focused on the physical health, which is our body. I believe in the 5 dimensions of health, which I always use an anchoration, which if you look at an anchor is up, which is spiritual, and then here is mental, here is emotional, our body is physical. Then if you move outward on the left and right is social. So if you think about those 5 dimensions of health, is the holistic total well-being of optimal health. And that is something, as I train my student and my clients in TLS, I always include those concepts. And I also run a lot of workshop and speak in different capacities in the marketplace as well. So enough about me. Now I would like to really focus on you, because of course the fact that you are in this particular meeting and Zoom training or masterclass means that you want to learn about weight management. And so I would like for you all to interact with me. So basically, if you can actually type into the group chat first of all where you're all calling from, and also as I go through this presentation, if you can interact with the answers as I are going to be asking you different questions. So the first questions, as you can all see in front of you, is that if you do have any struggles with your weight or your well-being or health, what would they be, right? I have a look at what you've got in front of you there. There are different things that we may be, having challenges. Would it be that you have too much to do for everyone else? I know for a fact that particularly for moms or, wives or even dads, they actually look after their kids or their family so much to a point that they sometimes neglect themselves and they forget about themselves. And that's why, when that happens, you can really, as a result, struggle with your health. And some people don't like to exercise, or they don't have time to exercise. Would that be you? What about you don't like to cook, or you shouldn't cook because you don't know how to cook properly? That is quite a common thing that I find a lot of my TLS students find it extremely challenging. What about skipping meals? Are you aware that, meal skipping is one of the big no-no? The reason being, if you actually don't eat meals as per your need, then what happens is your body will actually have what we call fat storage mode. And many people think, oh, if I want to lose weight, then I skip meals, I would be able to do so. In fact, that's a myth. Now, a lot of people spend so much time at work to a point that, yeah, they either skip meals or they don't have, time to properly prepare for their meals, or they just do really quick meals like fast foods, engineered foods, or processed foods, like, they would make poor food choices as a result of them being really, really busy. And there are people that love eating so much to a point that they eat too much too often. It could either be that they really love eating, or that, many people, they're so stressed out, or they emotional eating. This is actually something that has a lot to do with psychology. Your psychology with food, your connection with food has a lot to do with your struggle with your health and your weight. So that's why, this can be another thing that can cause you to be struggling. What about out of control cravings? There are so many people that love all sorts of unhealthy food. What about soft drinks, alcohol? Stressed out. There are what we call 5 factors. If you actually have either one or more of these 5, then you would certainly be struggling with your weight and your health. First is stress. Stress can either be causing us to be overweight, obese, or the other way around, totally underweight, because you're too stressed out to eat. Number 2 is sedentary lifestyle, that you don't move your body, you're not active. That can cause us to be struggling with weight. The third thing is, you don't actually have time, as we mentioned, to prepare meals, because, meal prep is actually a very important thing. And then the other thing is also thinking about your relationship with food, whether you actually eat too much or not eat enough, or try so many different types of diets. There are a lot of different types of diets out there in the market, and some may work for a while, but then we have one thing called yo-yo dieting, where people, go for it, and then they might lose a few kilos, but then they will gain back because of the fact that it's not sustainable. And people can fall off the wagon, and then, once they actually lose, they gain, they lose, they gain, then the metabolism will actually be compromised. So let me quickly take a look at what you guys have written or typed in the group chat about your struggles. John talks about how many doctors don't know about the fact that, skipping meals is not a good thing. And Diana talks about the fact that we don't have the isochromium in Malaysia, but it's true, we do have chromium, which can help with the sugar, helpful for you as well. If you're a sugar addict, I would definitely recommend that, Diana. And so what else? We've got the different people from different parts of Australia, from Sydney, Melbourne, Singapore, Malaysia. So welcome. And what else? Yeah, the more stressed we are, the worse the sugar cravings it becomes. It's really true, because sugar has a way of making us, feel better. But then the more sugar that we take, the more stress that we can have as well. So it's sort of like a vicious cycle. And not having enough exercise is quite a common thing for many of us, for sure. All right, so next I would like to ask you, in regards to your goals to reach your well-being and your weight management goals, what could it be? Okay, would you like to lose weight? If so, how many kilos? Or do you want to have control over food? As we mentioned previously, many people actually have the issues or challenges of not having control over food, and or that we don't have enough energy. Some people might even have, quite a good physique. They might not be overweight. However, they always constantly feel lethargic, they feel tired, they feel like they just don't have energy to be productive in their work or in their day-to-day living. Do you want to be healthier, stronger, and leaner? Are you aware that as we, go into the later decades of our lives, we really do need to be stronger? And muscle is something very important for both men and women. And doesn't matter what age we are, if we don't have lean muscle mass and we're not strong enough, then we can really be compromising our metabolism. Metabolism is extremely important. And if we are athletes or people that do a lot of different types of exercise, and of course we want to be increasing our performance, endurance, and recovery. Okay, and what about your goals? Think about what your goals are, and if you can just share it on the group chat with me, so that I can get to know you a bit more. So why are your goals important to you? I remember, the first time that I actually coached, throughout the last 6-7 years now, I've coached hundreds and hundreds of different TLS clients and students. The very first group, I had a 74-year-old woman, very energetic. However, she was always feeling very weak and she didn't have enough muscle mass. Her big goal was to be able to play with her grandchildren. And in fact, Connie today sent a very amazing video in a WhatsApp group to us about this man, this old man, who actually built up his muscle so that he could actually carry his granddaughter to put the thing on the tree. And I'd love to share with all of you. Thank you, Connie, for that. I was so touched by it. I had tears in my eyes. So that is why if we have a goal, then, we'll be able to, cope with any why. And there's this saying that at the center of everything that we do is a why. If you can actually focus on your why and the reason for doing certain things, then the how and the what will definitely take care of itself. I've worked with so many people who've told me it's so difficult to take time for exercise, to cook healthy meal, or to, change my mindset or learn about healthy eating. However, if you do have a big why, then your life will be different and you will definitely be able to do the things that are important. So All right, so I can see that. Thank you. Hey, Mark, good to have you here, my friend. So Connie would like to be stronger and tone up. And Mark, lost 20 kilo a year ago, and your doctor wanted you to lose 21, and you wanted to lose 24, and you have maintained a weight loss for 12 months. But that last kilo, yep, you can do it. You can do it. I'd love to support you, Mark. And it's sometimes get to a point where, yeah, it won't budge to a point that it's sort of like, get to a plateau. But, we can do different things to actually help you increase and improve your metabolism. So in 2021, with that goal, I definitely would love to support you, Mark. And then with Diana, she wants to lose another 5 kilos and becoming stronger, better muscle mass and lower fat percentage. Great, Diana, you've done the 30-day TLS challenge and did really well. Another 5 kilos, I can see there's no problem at all. If you continue to be the way that you've been so disciplined and wonderfully following the system, so you'll be definitely great at that. And not only that, you'll be able to help others do the same. And Ava, your husband really wants to gain weight and you'd like to tone up and maintain current weight. Good one, good one. I can certainly help with that. So Jessica and many others also want to lose weight. Yeah, a lot of people have had, their physicians, their doctors advising them to do a bit more different things, like weight training is very important for us, for those of us who are sort of, getting more mature. Yeah, not only to prevent osteoporosis, like Connie said, but also becoming stronger means that we can certainly, maintain, our body fat percentage and muscle mass as well as metabolism. So yeah, it's very important for those of us like Diana who've got back and hip issues or any pain in our body to be able to keep our weight down, and then you will be getting healthier. So definitely important for all of us to really follow a really proven system, and that's why I'm here tonight to be able to share with you, not only to lose weight but to be healthier, feel great, and have more energy, etc. So that's something I would love to be able to help you reach these goals. All right, so next, I want to ask you a few questions also about metabolism. Do you know that, metabolism is something that is actually dictated by muscle, as we've also ascertained. It's not only for those of us who are maybe in the more mature and later decades of our lives, but also even for younger people. If you are able to build more muscle, then especially metabolism will be stronger. So a lot of diets out there in the market cause us to lose muscle. Do you know that? And even though your weight may be reduced, but they could either be water, it could be, a lot of other things that are not necessarily the best, like, muscle loss is actually something we don't want. We want to lose body fat. So the right kind of weight means losing body fat percentage or visceral fat, which is the fat around our organs that causes us to be having extra body fat percentage and not unhealthy, right? So TLS, as I mentioned, is Transitions Lifestyle System Weight Management Solution, is for everybody and anybody. So that means it's not only for those of us that want to lose weight. We actually want to help people to reach optimal well-being. We are the most comprehensive and customizable, meaning it's personalized for individual needs. For every single one of us, we can actually see where you're at and then, give you a tailor-made special program for you. All right. So why is TLS so special? Well, because we don't count calories like many programs out there. Because, if we were to count calorie, what that means is that, oh, my mouse is moving on its own, means that it's not necessarily the right calorie, you see. If you think about it, the same calories of a banana or same calories of a cupcake, it could be the same numbers of calories, but which one is more healthy? no brainer, right? Of course, banana is more healthy than a cupcake. However, many people just simply count the numbers of calories or kilojoule and then think that that is the way to go is really a myth. And then we also encourage people to eat real food, and it's customizable and personalized and very affordable as well. Okay, and then there are 4 pillars to our transition lifestyle system. And that is the first one, low glycemic impact eating. Now, low glycemic impact eating is the type of lifestyle that doesn't have to be complicated. Many people think of it as, oh, this is really so hard. But, you know, it actually started off with a lot of health practitioners working together, including, you know, GPs, nutritionists, dietitians, chiropractors, and all sorts of different physiotherapists gathering in a conference, thinking about a common way that can help people to actually reduce their weight healthily, you know, but also for type 2 diabetic patients. So they came up with this idea of low glycemic impact eating, which is really the most healthy way of eating. So what that is, if you take a look at the green and the red zone here, the blue and the red zone, the blue zone is really what we call the fat burning zone, and that is ideal for weight management. And if you take a look at 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7, these are the balanced diet of low to medium GI foods that gets you back to what we call find your fit. So every single one of you right here on this call needs to actually find your fit. What is find your fit? Well, finding your fit is really to find the best way to get you to your optimal health, whether it's to lose certain number of kilos or body fat percentage or visceral fat or muscle mass, lean muscle mass, you know, all the different types of body composition, which is very important. And we'll talk a little bit about that as the second part of our 4 pillars. And then 4 and 5, which is the red zone, is what we call the fat storage zone. These are the high GI foods that will spike your blood sugar and causing you to really leave, the blue zone of the fat burning to fat storage and leading you to sapping your energy. And I'm sure that, those of you who are moms who would experience your kids or your grandkids, having had, let's say, a lot of sweet stuff, suddenly, they sapped their energy and became extremely tired and also, losing temper, that kind of thing because of high GI. So that is the first one, low glycemic impact eating. The most important thing is if you actually eat low glycemic impact, you will always be in the fat burning mode. And that is the best way to be healthy. Now, the second part of the TLS solution is body composition, where we focus on fat loss instead of weight loss, because the weight is the numbers on the scale, how many kilos, how many pounds, are not necessarily the best way to ascertain your health. The reason being, as I mentioned, if you lose weight, it could be water loss, it could be muscle loss. You don't want to lose water, you don't want to lose muscle. We only want to lose body fat or visceral fat. And so with a body composition, we ascertain and really encourage and advocate an active lifestyle and exercise so that you can actually achieve, a really good body composition, including a 10-liter scale that we encourage people to measure their body composition, including, as I mentioned, the various types of not only weight, but, your body fat percentage, your metabolic age, your visceral fat, your physique level, etc. And then the third pillar of our TLS solution is the scientific-based supplementation. Our supplements support, a lot of the acceleration of the results, whether it's hormonal, whether it's, the way that we deal with certain food psychology, each of these different types of supplements or vitamins addresses a unique part of the journey so that you can reach your optimal health and weight. Last but not least is education. Now, education is extremely important because knowledge is power. You don't know what you don't know, right? So when we understand why we are doing what we are doing, then we can make permanent positive changes. So that's why a lot of the programs out there or diet program just tell you what to eat, but they don't tell you how to eat, and they don't teach you the proper education. And so hence a lot of people may lose weight, but then they will gain it back. So that's why education is extremely important. And that's why we have what we call different types of education tools in our social media through our own TLS weight loss solution, Facebook, LinkedIn, our Instagram, YouTube channel, and I've got a blog as well that you can learn with all sorts of really good education. And we also have a website where you can go in to learn a lot about, how you can actually gain your own knowledge and understanding of how you can reach your best self in terms of the best body and your transformation. And also we have a journal as well as a guidebook, which teaches you how to focus on measuring, monitoring, adjusting, and also controlling so many parts of your health, not only the food or exercise, but your mindset, because really, I always say, your mindset, your psychology with food, your mentality is just as important, if not more, than only exercising and eating healthily. These are all very, very important. So as you go through the journaling, and me or your TLS coach can actually guide you through the journal and look at it and give you feedback, accountability, and support, you will be ensured to create your own success alongside, with the education that we give you. So a lot of people ask me, Kitty, you are a licensed nutritionist. Do you believe nutrition alone or nutrition plus exercise alone is enough for people to reach their well-being or weight loss? Well, in fact, I would say no. In today's day and age, we all face factors that really deplete our body of nutrients. Hence, a lot of people gain weight, and we have a lot of inflammation and, fatigue and issues with lacking energy and, degenerative diseases, etc. As we have already talked about, stress, smoking, pollution, alcohol, or poor dietary choices, sun exposure, environmental issues, and even medications and exercise can actually deplete the body of our important nutrients. So if we think that the food that we eat is enough for the nutritional values that we need, that is not true, because you think about it, by the time the food is actually grown, let's say in a farm, and it reaches a supermarket or a market, it might be a few weeks and it's put into a freezer, the nutritional value would have gone right down to maybe half or even less than half. A lot of times after we've purchased those fruits and vegetables or meat or whatever that we buy for our daily nutrients, ingredients in our home, we put in the fridge or in our kitchen for a few days, then it's even longer. So by the time we eat it, it's become really, really low in, the nutritional value. So the idea of RDI, which is recommended daily intakes, are not also meant to provide you with the amount of nutrients that you need to be healthy, only the minimum amount to avoid disease. So that's why when you see, labels or the kind of RDIs that we need for our daily nutritional value, it's only the minimal. We do need a lot more than that. So we always say 5 to 9 servings a day of fruits and vegetable vital nutrients, vital chemicals are needed in order for us to actually have the right amount of nutrition that we need. How many of you can say to me that you would every single day eat fresh or even organic 5 to 9 servings minimum of fruits and vegetable? In fact, there's a research done. Majority of people actually don't even have 2 servings of fruits and vegetable a day. And I've actually done a lot of workshops throughout the years, in different health clubs and stuff. Many people that I've asked these questions or do surveys, they've told me majority of the time they don't even have half of what is required. So it says here today, fruit and vegetables have less than 59% of nutrition value than 40 years ago. The reason being, the soil is depleted. And I know for a fact that, this is really the case. And no wonder a lot of us, are struggling with energy, with fitness, with weight, and with our health and well-being. All right, so let's have a look at what we can provide you. Now, because of the fact that exercise and nutrition is not enough, we do need to have supplementation. So here I have a few recommendations that I highly recommend if you're not already taking any supplementation, or the type of supplements that might not be the best, to consider this. Now, what we have to offer is a type of supplements called isotonics. What is isotonics? Isotonics means iso is the same tonics fluid pressure. So it's the same fluid pressure as your bodily fluid, like your sweat, your tears, and your blood. So when you drink it, it's a powder-based supplement, and when you add the right amount of water, you can drink these vitamins, and then when it goes into the bloodstream within minutes, it doesn't need to be digested into the bloodstream. So the first one is isochrome, which is available only in Australia. For those of you who are in, I think in Singapore, you also have it. In Malaysia, we have chromium or CoQ10, which is equally as good. So you can take that instead of isochrome, although it's not available. So because Diana said that, you have sugar cravings, I highly recommend, Diana, for you to take the CoQ10, which is pretty much, one of the main ingredients in isochrome. With chromium, basically, it actually can help you support your blood sugar level and your energy level as well. So for those of us who actually need to lose weight and also have high sugar level, and you're craving for sugar all the time, or you're having a plateau, drinking this isochrome really can help you. My mom used to have 3 highs: high sugar level, borderline diabetic, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. After drinking isochrome alongside OPC3, which is the antioxidant, which is below the isochrome, the purple one, she was able to reduce all of those 3 things to a normalized level. So let's have a look at OPC3 then. Well, it's actually a very potent and powerful antioxidant, which really is used to neutralize and fight free radicals. Now, when you think about free radicals, you can think of, let's say, you have an apple or a banana that's been put into your kitchen for like days. And as a result of the oxidative stress, it becomes rusty and brown, and that is the effect of free radicals. So all of us are subjected to free radical attack. So whatever that we do, like, we breathe, we exercise, we for those people who smoke or eat processed food, even more so. And for people that exercise, their free radical attack is even more, because our body is subjected to a lot more high impact, right? So that's why it's extremely important for us to have a really potent and powerful antioxidant. And so this OPC3 is something that I personally will not stop taking for a day, because since taking it, my health has improved so much. My skin and my overall health, as well as energy level, has really improved. And this is something, is our flagship product. And if within OPC3, we've got this very amazing ingredient called pitnogenol, where you can actually go to Google and search and understand how good it is for not only the overall health, but particularly our gut. Our gut is truly one of the most important part of our body to be healthy. And of course, multivitamins, I'm sure I don't have to be saying much for you to understand that our body really do need the multivitamins and minerals to be healthy, to support our metabolism, to convert food food into energy for our healthy body weight as well. And as I mentioned, the TLS journal, including the health guide, really helps you to measure, monitor your health journey, your overall weight management journey as well. And we also have a TLS nutrition shake, which is really delicious and nutritious, with 18 grams of protein and nearly 11 grams of fiber, and a lot of vitamins and minerals that you can actually drink and have that on the go as a meal replacement. But we generally would recommend that you eat real food and have this as your snack. And I drink this every single day. And we have, some recipes that we can give you. If you're interested, you can contact me. You all now have my email address. I'm more than happy to send you a free recipe book for using the TLS nutrition as a shake, and also to bake some really, really yummy but healthy, nutritious, shake. Cake and stuff as well, very versatile. And you can make smoothies, you can bake treats and stuff like that as well. Okay, then next, we have, different testimonials that I'd like to share with you of people that have been using our TLS system, of what I've shared, the 4 different pillars, including the low glycemic impact eating, body composition, the scientific-based supplementation, and the education. As a result of that, they've actually got really good results. So Jason here, in 12 weeks, which is only 3 months, was able to lose 20 kilos, particularly his love handle, which is his belly fat. As you can see, the before and after photo here, he's feeling really amazing. He said that, oh, I have finally reached a feeling of success, which you cannot put a price on. TLS has remodeled my lifestyle from being habitually sedentary and unmotivated to a healthy, positive, and active man with goals, constantly striving to be a better husband and father. You see, with weight management and being healthy, it's not only about feeling better, looking better, having more energy, although these are great results. But you can also be a better husband and father, because if you become fitter, if you have more energy, if you're stronger, then you can spend more quality time playing with your kids and with your wife and husband, and your grandma. If you're a grandma, you can play with your kids, and it's just wonderful. So there are a lot of benefits of being healthy. Right now, here is Tracy. You can see the before and after photo. My goodness, can you see? In 12 weeks, she was able to lose 10% of her body fat. And regardless of your goals, which we've shared in the beginning of this meeting, or your commitment level or your personal needs, our transition lifestyle system weight management solution can really work for you if you follow the system, because it's really designed around your personal need, your goals, your commitment, as well as your lifestyle, right? And whatever health goals and fitness goals that you have, we can help you ascertain the best program, because it's not one size fits all. There are so many programs in the market that is one size fits all. No matter what goals you are, they will just give you the cookie cutter. Whereas with us, it's not like that. We just, have something really comprehensive to help you ascertain and find your fit, and not just telling you, just eat this and that, don't do this and don't do that. We really customize it for you individually and give you a design to keep you on track to achieve your personal weight management goals, and also maintain a sustainable and healthy lifestyle. Now, this is a friend of mine, Vincent. Vincent, as you can see, his before and after photo, again, his waist and his love handle or belly fat has really reduced by 18 centimeters, right, around his waist. And he has a lot more energy in only a few weeks of doing the TLS weight management solution program. And he feels so much happier, healthier, and more in control of his health. Now, this is actually one of my business partner, Charmaine. Charmaine did our last 30-day TLS Jumpstart program, which is only a month, right? 4 weeks. And she found that it was really easy to follow and offered variety. In fact, Diana and Nancy, who are also on this call, have just finished their 30-day Jumpstart as well, with great results, right? And as you can see with Charmaine's photo before and after, she has lost 13 centimeters totally of her full body, and around her waist 6 centimeters. And she's also had much more control over her food intake and cravings. She used to love eating sugar, or dessert and stuff like that. But after taking different supplements and also focusing on the mentality, the mindset, and the pain and pleasure principle and the training that we have, particularly with the help of isochrome and digestive enzymes, she was able to really reduce her sugar craving. And the other thing that she particularly loved was the trim tea. I personally love the trim tea as well, because trim tea truly is something many people have found great benefits from. Particularly a lot of mothers that I've worked with that have just given birth to their new babies, and they were not able to do a lot of exercises because of pain, or people that have had surgeries or injuries of their back. Exercise or strenuous exercise at least are not something they can do, but drinking the trim tea was able to help these people reduce a lot of inches, particularly their visceral fat and their belly fat as well. So right now, Charmaine still continues after the 30-day onto the 12 weeks and beyond, because she's still got a fair number of kilos and centimeters to lose, but she's doing really well. And she said that she doesn't feel deprived because the kind of food that we suggest, we have great menu plans and recipes that we recommend as well. Now, this is Dan. You need to meet this guy. He is our biggest loser of all time. He lost 40 kilos in 12 weeks. See, I'm 50 kilos. So this is almost like losing a kitty. That's what my husband said. Wow, Dan lost nearly you, like that's my 40 kilos in 12 weeks. You can see the before and after photo is a huge difference, right? So that's why, TLS weight management can help people who only may have, 2 to 5 kilos to lose, but if we also have been able to help people to lose like then, 40 kilos and more. So most weight management programs just tell you what to eat, but often fail short as a lifelong lifetime solution, because people can actually go through what we call yo-yo dieting, and they lose and gain, lose and gain. As a result of that, their metabolism, has been compromised. Whereas in this case, is really sustainable. After the 12 weeks, which was a few years ago now, Dan still keeps maintaining his ideal weight now. And, it's really not about dieting, it's about a lifestyle transformation. Diet really is something that we all are already on, because diet is simply what you eat, right? But, it either works for you or not. But changing your lifestyle to the best and a sustainable program like TLS can help you reach that long term. Now, Annie is a really good friend of mine and my personal TLS student. She was doing a 12-week coaching program last year during the new year. So it's like nearly 1 year now. So from January to March, she did her first TLS 12-week group coaching program with me, and she was totally transformed. As you can see her before and after photo, not only has she lost 4% of her body fat, particularly around her visceral fat. You can see her belly was really, very stubborn belly fat, and also the visceral fat around her organs. As a result, she actually had fatty liver. Even though she wasn't too overweight, but that area of the fatty liver and her visceral fat really caused a lot of issues for her health. She had high blood pressure, high sugar level, and cholesterol. But as a result of doing the 3 months of the group coaching program with me, she was able to get back to normal, just like my mom did. And she personally found the TLS scientific supplementation with, what I've shared previously with the OPC3, the isochrome, the multivitamin, the supplements of the ultimate aloe juice as well, helped her so much. But what helped her the most, again, was the trim tea. And the before and after speaks for itself here. Now, here is another friend of mine. She was 67 years old, and in the beginning, she wasn't really too confident that she could actually lose her belly fat because she's been having that since her teenage years. But, she wasn't confident because of the fact that she could not do any kind of exercise because she has had really bad, back as well as hips injuries and surgery, which meant that she was not able to do strenuous exercise except, very soft stretching and walking, right? But as you can see on the right-hand side was the beginning of her taking the trim tea, first week starting, and then, a month and a half later of drinking the trim tea, as you can see, her belly fat has reduced, and she's been taking continuously until now. She's really got a flat tummy already, which is amazing. Now, what I'd like to just really in a nutshell share with you is that truly TLS is all about you, because depending on your lifestyle, your personal diet, your activity levels, your goals, your behavior, as well as your commitment, we can find the best plan for you based on each of this. And to do that, I actually always get my potential students to take what we call the TLS weight management profile. Now, this profile is actually on our website, and you can do that. And I'll go through it a little bit with you later. But before I continue with going through the profile, let me just explain to you the different types of menu plan and our programs. First one is rapid results. You can lose about 1 kilo per week if you're motivated, dedicated, and committed to doing whatever it takes to reach your weight management goals. Then this may be a really good plan for you, because of the fact that you can lose 1 kilo a week. So in 12 weeks you can lose more than 10 kilos already, right? So that's the rapid results. Then the second plan is sure and steady, average about 0.5 kilo per week or 1 kilo per fortnight. So in 12 weeks, you can lose, like 3 months, about 5-6 kilos. If you don't want to do so quickly and just dive right in, you can slowly but surely make gradual changes to your lifestyle. Then sure and steady is a good plan for you, because it's not a matter of if you will hit your goal, but when. As long as you follow this plan, then it will just allow you to reach your goals. Okay, but if you are like some people who is getting married very soon and they want to lose weight very quickly, let's say 4 to 6 kilos in 2 weeks, which I've seen some people being able to do, then fat shredder is really something that you might like to consider. But I have to warn you, it's not for the faint-hearted. You do need to be extremely committed to achieving your weight management goals real fast, real quickly. And this is really effective. You will shed fat, you will shed your visual body fat, and feel better physically and emotionally. However, you really need to do a lot of strength-based exercise, cardiovascular exercise, flexibility, as well as eating to the suggestions that we give you. So now, and we also have a 7-day detox. Is if you are wanting to kickstart, with cleansing your body, which is, I believe, very important. Doesn't matter which meal plan that you go for. I always encourage, my students and my clients to go for this first, because just like our car, if you want to actually service your car, you do need to, have your car changing the dirty oil first, right? So changing the filter, the oil is just like us cleansing our body. So having that 1 week cleaning and detoxing our system will ascertain helping us to really get to curb our appetite of the things that generally a lot of people like, whether it's sweet, salty, fatty foods. And also, if you are stuck in a plateau, you have a few kilos to lose, but it just won't budge, then this 7-day detox, I can assure you, can certainly help. I've seen many people with the help of this detox, are able to really reach their weight goals, and the plateau was stopped. Okay, so let me explain to you, there are different types of programs that are suitable for different people, as I mentioned, and how you decide is based on the weight management profile, which I'm more than happy to work with you to find out your personal need. So this is the first one, called the 30-day jumpstart. This is actually the Australian program where you would have what I've already shared about the OPC3, isochrome, multivitamin, the 2 flavors of the nutrition shakes with protein and fiber, and a lot of minerals and vitamins in it, with vanilla and chocolate taste, as well as the ultimate aloe. This is the Malaysia version of the 30-day jumpstart, and you have the daily essentials, as well as the digestive enzyme, the evergreen, the NutriClean as well. And for those of you who want to actually go through this 30-day jumpstart, which in general you can lose anywhere between 3 to 6 kilos in 30 days, then is a really good program to participate in. The first 7 days is what we call the detox phase, where you will be having a renew and replenish body. Once that's done, then phase 2 is the fat burning from day 8 to date 30, where we give you a jump start as well as exercise guide, menu plans, and recipes to repair and reshape your body. And of course, there are many people that may need to go further after the 30 days. Let's say if they only lose 2 to 5 kilos, but they need to lose 10, 20, 30, even 40 kilos like Dan did, then you would need to go on to the 12 weeks or 8-week program. And that is something I can help you with. Now, with the 8 or 12 weeks of educational program, that can be done straight after your 30-day jumpstart, with a further 6-week slim down, or Feel Great in 8, which is an 8-week program. But I always encourage and challenge people to consider the 12 weeks transformation program, because it's the most comprehensive and the best education coaching program that you can learn a lot about every one of those 4 components that I talked about: the glycemic impact eating, the body composition, the education, of course, and with the science-based learning. Now, it is actually determined by the weight management profile, so that you can have a personalized, tailor-made, customized menu plan and exercise plans that will be suggested to you as a result. And we also have weekly home study videos that will be sent to you to watch, so that you can do some homework and come back to me as your coach to discuss further. And we also have WhatsApp and Facebook private exclusive group, where you will have peer support, peer mentoring, and of course my coaching, as well as my intern coaches coaching together. So you would have a lot of support, accountability in terms of all the different types of, whether it's detox, fat shredder, rapid results, sure and steady. Or if you are like me and many others that might have reached your weight goal, but you want to have better performance, getting better endurance and, fitter, stuff like that, then the continued commitment is a really good plan to go on to. So this transformation program has helped hundreds and thousands of people to reach their optimal health. Now, the free weight management profile is something that I would love to do with each and every single one of you so that you can find your fit and find out what's the best plan for you. So let me now just go to my website to show you how it works. Okay, so let me just share screen. Okay, now I'll share my lab. Uh, let me just hang on. Okay, here we are. So here is my website is tlscoach.info. Can you all see it? Yep. Okay. So basically, if you go to About TLS, and then you scroll down to Weight Management Profile, and you will see this weight management profile, which is free for you to do. And you can either do from the beginning or retake. And so this is what we call the weight management profile quiz. So there are 26 questions altogether. And if you can please go to this website and then do this, and I will be receiving your results, and then I can talk to you about your best plan for it. So if you are interested in finding out what's your best plan, please just jot down my email, my website, which is tlscoach.info. Okay. And so I won't go through the detailed questions because when you go through it yourself, you will be able to find out. But I can see that there are a number of questions in the group chat. Let me just quickly take a look. Okay. Okay, I can see. So Mark, you want to get rid of the tuck shop? Yep, I can definitely help you with that. And Yoni wants to lose weight, be healthier. You're already doing pretty well, Yoni, so far with your 30-day jumpstart. But I would highly recommend, as I mentioned, for you now that you finish your 30 days to jump onto the 12 weeks to continue with it. And Diana, with your different diet tactics through your years, but now this will be the last one. I can assure you, you will definitely find results. Okay, and borderline diabetic. Yep, my mom was as well. With eating glycemic impact, certainly will help you with it. Okay. So Noreen said, let's not lose, Kitty. The shakes are so good as a snack to keep the blood sugar at normal level. Absolutely. I drink my, nutrition shake almost every day. I love it. With the tea, you only drink one sachet. So it's actually a powder-based tea. So you put that in with either hot water or cold water. Only one a day is more than enough. Yeah. Okay, and Connie, the trim tea is suitable for those in the 70s. Absolutely. My mom is 73 and she drinks it also. It's actually really low in caffeine. It's like a decaffeinated type tea as well. So it's not a problem for any age, really. Okay, and you want to eat your veg chewing, well, you can actually make, a vegetable juices, but we do have complete greens that you can actually drink as isotonics. But I still think that is a lot better to actually eat your different colored vegetables, the real food. All right, so who else has question? How much tea and then trim tea I'm on? Yep, you're on. Wonderful. I'm more than happy to continue supporting you there. Yoni? Trim coffee is equally as good if you like coffee. Yeah, personally, trim tea seems to have had a lot more testimonials and result than trim coffee because it's new. But I would say, it's more or less the same. All right, so let's just quickly go back to my slide deck so that we can just finish off. Okay. So what I'd like to encourage you to really think about is to really take charge of your health. I have this ethos: your first wealth is your health. As I mentioned in the beginning, as I shared my story, my father was a very wealthy, rich, and financially as well as successful businessman, right? However, he was not healthy. He was working way too much, 100 hours a week, no time for us. So social health wasn't there. And he was really overweight. And he died of cancer when he was only 52. And we were only teenagers, me and my brothers, and my mom was only in her 40s. Like, it was so difficult for us. So that's why when I wrote my book, Juggling Health and Wealth, it was actually something that came from my own suffering of seeing how my dad and my family suffered. You can have a lot of money, but if you don't have health, then money is not meaningful, right? My dad had a lot of money, but can his money buy health? No, he died of cancer. So that's why I'm so passionate about helping people reach their wellness and weight loss goals. Um, are you ready? Are you ready to stop feeling tired, stressed, overweight, and frustrated? Are you ready to make a change? Are you ready to live life to the fullest? As I mentioned, of course, health is not just about physical health, even though, of course, as a licensed nutritionist, weight loss, and wellness coach, I am focused more on helping people with their physical health. However, the 5 dimensions of health, including social health, connection with your loved ones, your community, with yourself, is equally as important, or your spiritual health, your emotional health, your mental health. So that's why if you have these different dimensions of health, then you can truly live life to the fullest. And that's why I would love to encourage you to take charge of your health today by registering to be participating in my coaching program, which my next one, is starting in the new year's on the 11th of January, 2021. And if you would like to register, I've got all the information in the link here, bit.ly/TLS New Year, New You. And if you would like to either take a picture of this slide, I'm more than happy to send you this slide deck anyway, or just email me or contact me through phone or WhatsApp. Here is my number, and I'll be more than happy to send that to you. And I also have a TLS Facebook page called TLS Coach Weight Loss and Wellness, or facebook.com/TLS with Coach Kitty. And if you would like to take a look at my website that I showed you, doing the TLS weight management solution and many other really good resources, and that is tlscoach.info. All right, so that's basically what I'd like to share with you tonight. And if you're interested in getting started with my TLS coaching group, I've already got about 15 people, and I would be generally have about 30 to 50 in a class. So I would be more than happy to encourage you to join us. And for those of you who just finished your 30-day jump start, there are quite a few of you here, including Diana, Nancy, Yoni, etc. You're more than happy to continue from the 11th of January to join me in the 12-week program. For those of you who are interested in learning more about other more tailor-made programs or individual coaching, by all means, contact me. So thank you for attending my webinar tonight, and I would certainly love to serve you, support you to get you set up for success with your weight management as well as your well-being goals. So thank you, everyone. It's wonderful to see you all, and I hope to see you again sometime soon, and have a very Merry Christmas, a blessed New Year, and safe new journey as you go through a new time. I know that 2021 is going to be better than 2020. There's no doubt about that with COVID, but know that we always have to look at the silver linings, right? Okay, so for those of you who need to go, I know that it's already past an hour of your time. I want to thank you